Welcome back to Colster's Classroom. This is part two of my series on service learning. So funding. Funding is very, very important. You're probably going to need funding for covering your costs for a substitute, buses, equipment, anything else that your project may require. So you're going to need funding. One of the places I've had a lot of success getting funding is grants. Here's some quick and easy places you can get grants if you're not used to writing grants. Grants, we should have an entire class on just how to write a grant properly. Matter of fact, I think some places actually do, because writing a grant is tedious and difficult. But there's some places where you can usually get money without doing too much paperwork, maybe one page. PTSA, I would reach out to them and find out what they have as far as money goes. Boosters, if you have any boosters at your school. SAC, your school advisory committee, usually has some money available for teachers to use for projects. The school board, I know our school board is really good about providing teachers up to $1,500 in what they call mini grants. So reach out to your school board and find out if they have any funding for you. Government agencies. As far as government agencies go, I've had a lot of success with things like Learn and Serve. It's been a while since I've written a Learn and Serve grant, so I don't know if they still are in operation or not, but that's the first place I would do. Do a Google search, do a search to find out what grants are available that you might be able to get money from. The other thing is you may have the students raise the money for you. A lot of times service learning projects can be students raising money for a particular cause. So take that into account. And even if you're not able to get a lot of money, a lot of times you can get community resources. I've done a lot with St. Johns River Water Management, Seminole County Natural Lands, and other organizations throughout the government that have provided manpower, expertise, boats, resources, water testing kits, traps, everything I've needed so that I didn't really need necessarily any resources. They had the resources for me. Nonprofits, reach out to your nonprofits. Recently, I was working on a project as far as getting our state bird changed, and I was talking to one of the guest speakers we brought in, and she offered to pay for hotel rooms and stuff out of one of her nonprofits. So that was incredibly nice of her. That was a funding source I didn't even know about. So nonprofits. I talked about have the students raise the funds as far as a lot of times you can get even more buy-in from them. Work on free activities. Doing a little tree planting around your school may be a good idea. Or have a white knight, somebody out there in the community who provides you with some funds that wants to do it anonymously or not anonymously and give them their credit. So there's a lot of places you can get funding. You just have to think about it. Feel free to drop questions in the chat below if you want some ideas, and maybe some other people will share some ideas as to where they got funding as well. Hope that helps. Colster out.